Okay, everyone, with this video, I'm about to add the wall cabinets, starting with the wall cabinets above my refrigerator. Okay, I'm using 30-inch wall cabinets. So that means from the floor to the top of my wall cabinet is 84 inches, okay? I've determined that the top of my refrigerator is 66 inches, okay? So when I subtract 66 inches from 84 inches, that leaves me a 18-inch space left over between the bottom of my wall cabinet and my refrigerator. So, and I know I want at least 3 inches of clearance from the top of the wall cabinet to the underside, pardon me, from the top of the refrigerator to the underside of that wall cabinet. So that leaves me a maximum high cabinet above that refrigerator to be 15 inches. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for, 15 inches wall cabinet. So now I'm going to go to the Craft-Made Lowe's PDF, and the wall cabinets actually start on page 213. I could have told you a different page number in a previous email, but the wall cabinets start on page 213. And what I'm looking for now is a high cabinet that's going to be maximized at a height of 15 inches that I'm going to place above my refrigerator. Okay, so look, it's going to come on down here. Oops, so what page am I on? How did I get there? Okay, let's go back to page 213. After that. There we go, that's what I want to do. All right, so these are, I'm looking for a high cabinet. I could actually use some of these, but I'm gonna go down and try to find the high ones. These are the peninsula ones. Let's see, corner ones, corner wall cabinets. Ooh. Corner wall cabinets here. For those of you who have corner wall cabinets, and this is what you need to be. This is what you need to specify, that is. Corner wall cabinets, cool. Peninsula wall cabinets. Specialty wall cabinets. Interesting. Wall cabinets with drawers, cool. Top hinge wall cabinets. Okay, so let's go back up. I was looking for something in particular, but that's okay. I just go back up to the regular ones, okay? Is it making you dizzy? Yeah. Oh, okay, well, let's go back to 213. I do it that way. Okay. Good. All right, so actually I could stop right here. I'm going to go down to the double wall cabinets, right? Yeah, okay, good. Now, the can see I can get these wall cabinets in a height of 12 inches, 15 inches, 18 inches. So I'm looking for the 15-inch height. That's what I need to make sure that the underside of that wall cabinet clears the top of the refrigerator by 3 inches. Okay, so I'm gonna now I need to look at the width that I want to use. So I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna stop showing here. Good. So now I'm going back to my board. My refrigerator is 36 inches in width, right? And I want to provide my refrigerator is 30. There's a space there's a space that is for my refrigerator. It is 36 inches in width, okay, and I want to provide 1 inch of clearance on either side of it for ventilation and ease of installation. So the space that I'm allowing for the refrigerator is 36 plus 2 is 38 inches, okay? 38 inches. So, but I know they don't make a 38-inch wide cabinet, but they do make a 39-inch wide cabinet. So now I'm going to go back because my cabinet needs to be 39 inches wide and 15 inches high. Okay, so now let's go back to the literature. Okay, so I am looking for a 39-15, and here we are right here. Okay. Let's see, I want to make sure that you are seeing my screen. Okay, so you're seeing my screen here, hopefully. And what I'm looking for now is a 39-15 right here, W39-15. All right, that's good. Because I need 38 inches, but they don't make a 38-inch wide. They make a 39. So I'm gonna go back to my board here. Good. So the wall cabinet that I'm going to place above the refrigerator, and I'm just going to write it lightly over here, is going to be a W39 wide, okay, by 15. Okay, that's what I need to be right there. Okay, good. 39 by 15. All right. So now I've already on this side, I've already made this wall cabinet 6 inches from base window jamb. So now I have to see how much I have left over. Okay, so let me get my scale. So I need to put that width in. That's going to be correct. It's going to be 3 feet, 3 feet and 3 inches at half-inch scale. Okay. 39 inches is 3 feet, 3 inches. 1, 2, 3. There we go right there. All right. 1, 2, 3. So that's where my wall cabinet is going to be right there. Okay. So let me put that line in. Okay. Okay. So where's my, I used to use my erasing shield and I will erase this line here out. So I don't need that. So I don't have any confusion. Okay. Okay, so from here to here is my 3915 wall cabinet. So now I can still, let's see what I have left over. Let's see what I have left over. Okay. I have approximately 17 inches, okay? So I know that they don't make a 17-inch wide because I'm in this increment of 3 inches, okay? So I know I want to put, so now this is going to be a W, okay? It scales to be 17 inches, so I gotta find a comparable width there, divisible by 3 inches. Okay, so let's go back to the, okay, let's go back to here. I need a wall cabinet that's gonna be 30 inches in height. It's gonna be 30 inches. 30 inches by, so I'm gonna go back up to the single ones because I've been double. Let's go back to the single ones, okay, good. So 17 inches, so I'm going to use a W15, okay, a W15 by 30. So where is that? That is right there, W15 by 30. And I want it to open, I want it to be hinged to the left. Okay, so this is going to be a W15. All right, so this is going to be a W15 by 30. Okay, cool. So now I've already come over here and I've decided that these two here, were going to be W24 by 30s. Okay, so now my wall cabinets are essentially done. Okay? As I look down here at my island, okay, okay, I have a wall cabinet, base cabinet here, base cabinet here, okay, and I'm not going to have any wall cabinets above my, this is my range. I'm going to have a hood above my range. All right, so now what I want to do, okay, I want at this point, now that I have my base cabinets and my wall cabinets done, selected and placed and sized, I want to make all these lines here secondary lines. So let me go back up here. All right, let's get this straight, good. So now, using my 2H lead pencil, 7mm, okay. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to make all of these lines. Let's see, make sure I'm lining up pretty good. Okay, let me kind of erase this out a little bit because it's not, I see it's not working correctly. Good. So here's my brush. All right. So now I'm going to turn this line here into a secondary line. Okay, this is my wall cabinet. Good. Just a nice thin secondary line. Okay. Okay. This is my wall cabinet above my refrigerator. Making this is secondary line. Okay. The other wall cabinet here, about 15. I'm making this a secondary line. Okay. Good. I'm just dealing with the wall cabinets right now. Okay. I'm going to lighten this line here a little bit too, because there's a lot going on there. So 7. Can you see this? Here it is. So I'm going to make this a secondary. All right. And this becomes secondary. Okay. This becomes secondary. Good. All right, so now I'm going to move to my base cabinets over here. Okay, this is my DB36, so I'm going to make this secondary. Okay. But notice how I stopped the wall cabinet at, pardon me, how I stopped the base cabinet at the wall cabinet, right? I didn't take that through. I just stopped it there. Okay, so let's go with the width of this. This is my DB. Over to my sink base unit. Okay, good. And I'm making, this is my DB unit, secondary line here. Okay. Then my sink base unit, secondary line here. Good. Now, I'm leaving the space for my dishwasher. Okay, I'm just leaving the space right now. Eventually, I'm going to turn the space into hidden lines. Okay, all right. So, I'm going to secondary line this. Again, stopping it at the wall cabinet. Okay, and I'll go here. I'm going to secondary line this B36. Okay. Okay. Just making a nice secondary lines. Okay. This camera doesn't do justice to my line work, but it's okay. You get the idea. Okay, good. So now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to secondary line my base cabinets for my island. Okay, let me just put it down a little bit more like this so you can see it. Good. All right, you can see it now. Okay. So I'm going to secondary line here, base cabinet here, secondary line here. Base cabinet line here. Just put my pencil point. That's good because that means I'm bearing down like I should. That's what that means. Okay. All right. Secondary line that. Secondary line that. Secondary line that. Secondary line that. Okay. So now base cabinet, space for the range, just leaving space. Okay, good. Now I want to talk about how you're going to finish off the end of this island here. For those of you who have an island, you have a couple of options. Okay, you could actually let me get something to sketch with, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right. So you have base cabinet here. I'm just sketching it for you now. Base cabinet here. base cabinet here. Base cabinet here. All right, so now we know that we have an extension of a countertop here that we're not showing. We're not showing the countertop, okay? And we're going to have bar stools along here. But we want to close off, when you look on, when you're standing over here and you can see the underside of the countertop, you don't want to see the back of the range here. Okay? You don't want to see it. So we need to cover that. We need to cover that. So there's several options. One thing you can do, you can take a panel. This panel is going to be just like, it's going to have the same finish as the other casework, the wall cabinets and the base cabinets, but it's a thin panel that the manufacturer supplies that would actually extend all the way over like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay. And it's about a half, we're going to show it at about a half an inch in thickness. Okay. Half an inch. I'm showing it thicker here because I'm sketching it. Okay. Okay. Now, so what that does, that's covering the end, this on the side of the island, right? And it's matching the same color as the finished side of these base cabinets. Okay, so that's one option, and this would be a end panel. Supplied by the cabinet manufacturer. Okay, that's one option. Okay. Okay. All right. So now let's look at another option to close off that. Okay. Again, base cabinet. Base cabinet. Now, the other option would be to actually add a wall. Okay. Wall, just have the same construction as your other walls. Okay. And of course, it's an interior wall, so it would be 4 inches in thickness, 4 inches in thickness. I'm just sketching it, 4 inches in thickness. Okay, so that would be the other option. Again, this wall would be 4 inches in thickness because it is an interior wall. Right? And this would be a stud partition or a stud wall, I'll call it a stud wall. Okay. So those are the two options in terms of finishing off the underside of the island. Okay. All right, so let's go back to my drawing and see what I'm going to do. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to show an end panel instead of a wall. That's my choice. Okay. So I'll give you two options. Okay, so I'm gonna show an end panel here. Okay. And I'm going to make the end panel a half of an inch. So it's going to be small, half of an inch at half scale, half an inch scale. So get myself some license here like this. Okay, good. All right. So we'll come over here. Okay, so now I chose to put an end panel in there. Okay. Now, I want to show the space, how we're going to represent the space for our refrigerator and our dishwasher and our range. Okay. So we're just going to use some architectural license and okay, how deep is my refrigerator? I don't know how deep it is. Let's see how deep that refrigerator is. Whatever your product specification says would be the depth of your refrigerator. That's what you're going to make it. That's a Google Max, so you can see it. There we go. Good. So let's make mine. Right? Let's make mine like 30 inches deep, whatever. Okay, 2'6", okay. All right. So, and I measured it from, of course, I measured it from the wall. Okay. And then I'm going to give myself a very light structure like that. And then I'm going to come over here about an inch from the wall, and I'm going to show the space for the refrigerator as a hidden line. Okay. And I'm going to extend this line here until it touches, so it looks better. Good. Good. I'm going to erase this line out. I don't like the way it looks, so I'm just going to erase this line, erase the shield, and erase that out. Good. Put that back in. Better. Put this back in here. Good. All right, so now come over here. Also from here. Here about an inch. And you see how I'm trying to get those. You see the spacing of the dashes. Okay. And the lines. Okay. So you like that? Okay, cool. Secondary. Again, this camera is not doing justice to my line work. All right. So I'm gonna do the same thing with the space for the refrigerator. You know, I know that refrigerator is going to be 24 inches deep. So I'm just going to come over here an inch, about an inch from the sides. Okay. All right, see that? Good. Come over here an inch from the other side here. And I didn't really measure it, but I'm just doing it visually. Good. All right, and I know that the dishwasher is 24 inches deep. Okay, now some of you, you know, my text is here, not in its final position or its final state. Okay, so some of you may have to move your text around, right? Okay. All right, so now I have the space for my dishwasher, space for my refrigerator, space for my dishwasher. So I'm going to come here also. Let's come down to the island. Let's come down to the island. And now I want to show the same space. I'm not showing the range, but I'm going to show the space for the range. All right. And of course, I'm going to get my depth from my product selection sheet. So I'm going to say that my range is also going to be 30 inches in depth, 2'6". Okay. because you know, typically the range projects out further than the edge of the countertop. Okay. So come back over here, put a little space in here. Space on the other side. Well, let me add this. Oh, I'll do space. Okay, now come over here and just add the end of that range. Okay. And notice when I make my hidden lines, I don't leave a space at the end. I connect it so I have a closed corner in every case. See, closed corner, closed corner. All right. All right. So now I've shown the space for my refrigerators, the space from the dishwasher, and the space from the range. All righty. Let's pause for a moment.